I got feedback going on in the background. All right. Feedback going on in the background. All right.
That's on me over here.
That's me.
Feedback going on in the background. All right. Nah. What's up, faithful? What's going on? Welcome to our show, the Always Faithful 24/7 show. What's up, faithful? What's going on? Welcome to our show, the Always Faithful 24/7 show.
Mark,
Who got an open tab going?
I don't. I don't.
This is the only tab I got.
Ben Good's mic is muted.
No, yeah, because I muted him just to see if it was him, and it's not been good.
Let me mute myself and see.
Yeah, because I muted him just to see if it was him, and it's not been good. Okay, so he muted himself. So anyway, to our faithful viewers, thank you for watching our show, the Always Faithful 24/7 show. My name is Mark _Faithful 87. We are the Faithful Huddle. What's up, guys?
What it do?
Going on? Was good with it.
Oh man. Shout out to Ben Good, representing Faithful Boys. Also his brother P Warrior. Shout out to P Warrior. He's gonna be joining us very soon. Uncle Keith, what's up, bro?
Man, all is well. All is well. Staying busy as always.
Yeah, I agree, bro. 49. I see you got a new name. How did we lose to the Bears? What's going on, bro?
That's what it's about tonight.
Yeah,
How do we lose to an inferior team? Yeah, they are inferior to us. So.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
talk about it.
K Jizzle, you seem like I think you muted over there, bro. Can you hear us?
Looks frozen too.
Yeah, he frozen over there.
Hey, I'll go check real quick.
All right, no doubt. Prez, our GM of the show. What's going on, bro?
What it do, man? What it do, bro?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Yo, right now my vibe is kind of like in shock mode right now, man. I'm in shock, man. I said it earlier. I'm not shocked that we lost. I'm just shocked how we performed after that run, that drive in the third quarter. It just seemed like everything went downhill within our secondary. Correct me if I'm wrong, Faithful Huddle. Was that Mosley that left his man on Dante Pettis? Because he went deep down the field. And I'm like, yo, why is he going deep down the field? Because everybody was on the left side. And I'm like, yo. And I didn't realize that was Dante Pettis until I seen his name behind his jersey when he was running down the field for the touchdown. Was that on Mosley? Anybody?
Nah, I don't really know. I don't remember. I remember the play, but I don't remember who the corner was.
No, it was 26.
Good question.
Because that's who Pettis beat on that.
Yeah, I thought that's
Womack, yeah.
It was Womack.
Yeah, he got Womack.
That was Womack?
Womack, yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, man.
Womack was playing nickel, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It had to be Womack.
Wow. So, okay. All right. So I got the stats right here, guys. Trey Lance, he completed 13 out of 28 attempts for 164 yards. Of course, he didn't throw for a touchdown. However, I don't think he forced that interception. I just think that defender read it well because I seen it coming. I said, oh, shoot. And I think, this is my humble opinion, I think the ball was too far in front of Jawan Jennings. That ball was for Jawan Jennings, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah. I think that ball was too in front of Jawan Jennings. Because Jawan Jennings, he's tall and he got some decent long arms, but I just think that pass was just a little bit too away. And also, I got to give kudos to the defender. He read that. He read
Yeah,
that.
Eddie
he
Jackson.
didn't see him. Trey Lance didn't see him.
Correct.
That's ultimately what he didn't look that way, which is fine. I mean, it was a hell of a play. It was a good throw. It would have been a completion. He just literally didn't. He didn't see him.
Yeah.
If you notice also, when Jennings caught the first pass in the first half of the long pass, Jennings had to come to the ball. So Trey's touch is off, both long and short.
Well, that's gonna be that wind and that wet and that rain
And the wet ball too that comes with that, you know.
Yeah.
Had he led him, Jennings would have scored on that play.
And you know what?
I thought that was a hell of a throw considering the.
Me too.
I agree.
Fred.
Yeah.
I thought it was a nice throw. I just think he got deceived by the coverage.
Yeah.
Jackson just stepped in front of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was just a hell of a play, man. Like they safeties, like Chicago got 2 above average safeties and an above average defensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Linebackers too.
Yeah. But I mean, we that was
We blew this game, man. It's just it's whack.
yeah, man. It's the same. It's
How
the
you
same old Shanahan. It's the same Shanahan playing down like you. There's never any. It's like that game. There was no difference in Trey Lance playing and Jimmy G playing. There was no difference in the play calling. It's the same type of. And I understand the weather condition. I understand the weather conditions. So I'm not critiquing because you have to play it that way. He's a rookie. It's a horrible first game for
conservative as hell, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, it's like at what point, dog? Like at what point do you attack? Like you attack, like we watched Justin Fields in 3 straight possessions when the game was on the line, and then the thing show up throwing the ball. So it's like throw the ball, dog. Like throw the football.
The difference between the two Justin Fields and Trey was Justin Fields, they played to his strengths. Trey, they did. They played to a system. And my biggest challenge is, like you said, Press, there was no creativity. You can almost call the plays before they happen.
Same old bullshit, man.
I mean, why didn't Mason run the ball inside?
Man, bro, like what are we doing? Like, what are we doing, dog? Like, I can't stand. Like, I'm not even like I ain't even because I know that's your man, bro. I know Jeff Wilson's your man, but this is what Jeff Wilson is. This is what Lynchy is. I'm tired of the shit of it. Them niggas is who they are, bro.
And Mason is your smash mouth running back.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He can move the line.
Right.
That's why they kept him.
However,
let's see how long Elijah Mitchell's out because we might end up needing to, change something up there. That knee injury.
So good point, Jizzle, because I didn't know. Yo, my boy at the bar had to tell me like, yo, Elijah is hurt. And I'm like, dang, I just walked away from the television.
Right.
We didn't see it either.
I'm like, yo, what happened? And I looked at my phone.
Showed up. Yeah.
And when I looked at my phone, I seen y'all texting. I don't know who it was, but one of y'all said like, Elijah is hurt. I was like, yo, what happened now? I'm like, but I mean, I understand the climate of today. However, I think the offensive line was a concern of jump.
Second half.
First half. I would say first half towards the end.
Yeah, I thought they did good the first half. I just thought the second half when they kind of was when the line got real sloppy.
Yeah. Because it was, I think it was, if I can remember, I think it was like 2 or 3 plays that McGlinchey got beat on a pass protection. I'm like, yo, what is he doing? Croft had missed a block. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Fundamentals and no running game.
Man,
Got us.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah,
But yeah, for the rushing, as I see, as far as the stats, Trey Lance had 13 carries for 54 yards. I think that was good. His longest rushing was 13 yards.
Yeah, on that
That's not bad. Debo carried for 8 yards for 52 yards for a touchdown. And we know that touchdown led to that touchdown, coming from the backfield. His longest rushing was 27 yards. Elijah had 6 carries for 41 yards. His longest yards was 16 yards, which is good. Wilson, 9 carries, 22 yards. His longest was 5. Ayuk had it was early in the first quarter. When they used Brandon Ayuk as a running back, I said, here we go. We're about to see something different. Ayuk had 1 carry for 7 yards, which was pretty good. I didn't expect that. But
I think that was the first play of the game.
Yeah,
Right.
I think so.
Yeah,
exactly.
that was that sweep on the first play of the game.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, bro, to me, he's shown the ability to do that already. Like when Debo was hurt, he was already doing that.
Oh, his run after catch ability is phenomenal.
He should do it more.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So, Paul, what you think of your boy Justin Fields? Would you grade him regarding his performance?
I thought for the most part, I mean, honestly, with the weather, I thought both coaches and both teams were playing to not have the offense turn the ball over to the defense and have that critical mistake where the defense wins the game. I thought both coaches and both teams were kind of playing that same style of ball. Let's do field position. Let's not turn the ball over. Let's not create the other team momentum. Let's just punt, be safe. And the first half, the Bears were super safe. And then they opened them up in the second half a little bit with the RPOs. He started to roll out a little bit, like the one gentleman said already. They started unleashing him with a couple of nice throws there. When the game was on the line, the Bears kind of put the ball in his hand to make a couple plays, and he did. He made the one pick. There should have been another pick that actually went off of one of the dude's shoulders, which kind of maybe would have changed the game early in the third quarter. There was that comeback route, and Fields threw it inside, and it went right off the Niners' corner. I forgot which corner that was.
That was
other than those 2 plays, I thought he played fairly smart ball, ran it when he had to, made a couple plays, and won the game.
Yeah, because that first half,
nothing.
If I remember correctly, I mean, cut you off, bro. Pardon me. That first half, I think towards the first half, towards the end of the second quarter, y'all wide receivers and y'all tight ends ain't had no receiving yards. Yeah. So I was like, we're looking pretty good, man. I think y'all had like 35 yards before y'all went to halftime. And I was like,
52.
Right. And I was like,
at the halftime they had like 35 for
that
most
was
of the half.
Yeah, man.
And I thought the Niners were dominating in a sense, just moving us down the field. You guys didn't get those couple that turnover early to Debo kind of hurt the early momentum when he fumbled.
Yeah.
If he doesn't fumble that, the Niners go up maybe 17 or 14 at that point.
Facts.
And just not having that happen kind of kept us in the game. But I mean, as far as the offensive line, you guys were pushing the Bears all around in that first half, all around.
Yeah. But yeah, back in being that you brought up Debo, man, when I seen him running on that play when he lost that ball, they punched that ball out of his arm.
Jalen Johnson, 33.
He wasn't holding it like this, huh?
The peanut punch, Jalen Johnson.
He wasn't holding like this. And in my humble opinion, I think he needs to do it more. You feel what I'm saying? Being that teams know they starting to use him out that backfield, because all you had was like this. And once they punch, and they know better because they teach that in training camp to punch that ball. So
especially with the rain, with the factors of the weather too, you got to, as ball security comes even more paramount. So that's bad,
What's up, Uncle?
I was gonna say he was the wrong running back for that play too.
You think so?
I know it was. What we're seeing from Debo is he can improvise, turn the corner, but he's not an off tackle runner. And that play he was asked to go off, and that's where you need Mason or another smash mouth running back to carry that ball. You're gonna take those licks. Debo's built to be missed, not hit, and you set him up for failure by sending him on that play. Think about it. Where do you want Debo to be? In open field, right?
Open space.
1 or 2 steps and gone. But up the middle, off tackle, no. He's going to get 8 up every time.
Okay.
He didn't do that last year.
Oh, yeah. Every time Debo lined up in the backfield, he gets the ball. It's like you don't even have to guess. Like, it's just really what side is he going to?
Good point.
Like, it's so uncreative, dog. It's so uncreative. every time that he's back there, he gets the ball. It's like, okay, bro, well, we know where this is going.
Well, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think we stopped passing for some reason? Like, what? Why did we stop passing? And it was working. Maybe because of the field conditions got worse. Like, what y'all think? Because we was doing fine when we was passing. Because it opened up the
it's what Shanahan does. You get a lead early, and he just runs the ball. He stops throwing the ball. He tries to eat the clock. It's just what he does. It's like he did it with Jimmy, and he did it with Trey this game, and he's going to continue to do it with Trey this game. This is what I always said about this first year with Trey Lance. Half of it is not Trey Lance. The other half of it is getting Shanahan to trust Trey Lance. And then you throw an offensive line. It's just like we already know that Shanahan is a head case as far as his play calling. Like, you can tell he's always in his own way back and forth as far as the play calling goes. If things are going well, he's on top of it. But as soon as he feels like he has to protect somebody or he has to do something different, that's when I feel like the play calling gets very vanilla. And it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I just think, the field conditions, obviously was shit. But we got to keep in mind, bro, we throw predicated off the run. If the run not really successful, they're not really going to be able to throw the ball like they want to, because a lot of it, to me, based off play action and shit like that. So Mitchell out, now you got Jeff Wilson, and he getting 2-3 a clip. I mean, you in third and long, and he not able to just really drop back and just throw the ball yet. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't able to really play to our strength.
But I got a question though. So how much does Kittle being out and then losing Elijah Mitchell that early in the game, how much does that affect the run game where, we were expecting to run this game? This is supposed to be a mutter game where we're supposed to run the ball and just, dominate the time of possession and just win with our defense, but we couldn't even do that. Kittle and Elijah Mitchell are two big pieces of at least last year's run game.
Yeah, I agree.
Mitchell was the key.
It's like once Mitchell got out, game plan was just completely thrown off.
I agree.
Yep.
And Kittle's the best blocker for Debo going outside.
Absolutely.
You need an effective person to seal that in so he can get loose. He didn't have it. You sent Debo up the middle. You pretty much nullified him.
Yeah. Wow.
So we had some pieces missing. And I agree with President. Some very conservative play calls. You got to play to win.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like they were doing that. They're playing not to get hurt almost.
Come on, man. I'm saying, man, it's 5 years later. It's 5 years later. Like, and we're still seeing him just play conservative when he has any type of lead. And it's just like, at some point, bro, it's like it's like watching these games, watching this game was just like watching the game last year. It felt just the same. You get up by a little, and then he has to protect. He feels like he has to protect, whether it's the O-line, whether it's Trey Lance, whether it's the weather conditions. He has to protect, and it's like, for whatever reason, we get up two scores. It's typically a field goal and a touchdown, and then all of a sudden, it's like he manages the offense like this game ain't one play away from being in a real football game. Like, and then the play happens, and then it's 10-7, and then now it's a mad scramble. It just feels like the same. It feels like the same type of same.
Yeah.
And if Trey keeps running like he's running, he won't last the whole season.
I'm saying, bro.
That's something.
He took some hits, man.
Was hitting him hard.
Yep.
Too much quarterback power.
Did he have the most carries of any running back? Didn't he have the most carries today?
Yeah, 13 carries.
Yeah, 13.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But you know that reason why, guys, because downfield they had that on lockdown. I mean, what can you do? Either
take the shots. You still gotta take the shots. Take the shots.
But God, Jizzle.
I know it's raining, but I mean, I don't know.
Talking about raining. Talking about if the defense is doing a good job and you don't you got to take what the defense give you. And if defense is doing their job, like, you got to run the ball.
Run the ball.
You can't take a sack.
Run the ball.
You can't take a sack. I'd rather him run the ball than Jimmy starting no point intended, Jimmy starring and taking a sack. Nah, man. Yo, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I feel what you're saying as far as him protecting himself. But yo, man, when the defense is doing their job downfield, we can't see downfield when we're watching the game because they focus on the play that has the ball, which is Trey Lance. P. Ward, what's up, bro?
What's happening, family? What's going on?
All is well, man. All is well.
I got a question. I got a question.
What's up, bro?
So when Mitchell went down, how come we didn't just feed the ball to Debo? Didn't he do that for like the whole last season?
We did.
So, and that's what I was about to say, bro. I just think the whole running back by committee, we really need to reevaluate the committee. You feel me? Like, I'm sorry.
No,
that's it. That's all I was saying. We just look at the committee.
I
don't know.
I was concerned, like, yo, where's Mason at? And that they activated. I'm like, well, where is he at?
Thank you.
You know, I was like, okay, where is he at? You know, I mean, Jet Wilson, I had some concerns because what I've seen, this is what I've seen. When he was running the ball and the offensive line wasn't blocking, he would cut back. And then he got two black shirts, 2 or 3 black shirts in front of his face. What can you do? So, I mean, again, yo, the offensive line, they didn't do a horrible job. It's just that, yo, they got to get better on that right side. And for what I remember, yo, I think McGlinchey missed like 2 or 3 blocks, yo. And I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Because I don't know who he was defending. Whoever it was pushing him. And I was seeing him slide. And I thought about you, Prez, like, yo, is he too tall to be a right tackle? You feel what I'm saying?
It's been part of this issue. It's been part of the issue. Like, it's like these edge defenders are smaller. They are smaller and they're leaner, and they are being taught how to use their leverage against. So man, it's just like we already know like what McGlinchey is, dog. Ain't nobody surprised off that shit.
But real talk, I'm gonna say this real quick. Dante Pettis, that mishap on our defense, that broke our back, yo. That took the whole momentum, guys. Yo,
why was he so open?
It was a broken play. You got to.
I know it was a broken play, but damn,
we had to defend. I'm dead, big girl. My bad, bro.
2 men went with the running back. Y'all remember the replay? 2 men went with the running back, cutting across the middle.
Right.
It was just a blown coverage. Y'all didn't sack, and the problem is y'all get home, but you don't finish the deal. You gotta, man. You got him in there. You gotta bottom up. You gotta get him to the ground. You feel me?
I gotta watch that play again, man. Because real talk, and y'all said it was Womack, and I think it was, but I don't know why I thought it was Mosley though. Because I'm talking about when the play developed, I could have swore I seen Mosley around Pettis. And like I said earlier, I didn't know it was Pettis until I seen his name behind his jersey. I'm like, yo, that's Pettis. And I was doing a lot of reading over the weekend, and it was talking about how Pettis is eager to get us back. And I was like, as soon as I seen that, I was like, yo, the reporters, they're going to run with that. But in my humble opinion, guys.
Can I put my 2 cents in right quick?
Of course, man, do your thing, bro.
All right, well, we all frustrated because we should have won this one, really. Regardless of the weather conditions, we should have won this. So that's the first thing. Now, the penalties killed them, and then the defense with the penalties killed them too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say Trey lost the game because really they didn't have a game plan where they was trying to throw the ball a lot. Now, Mitchell obviously being hurt didn't help the situation none. And then, okay, you got Jeff Wilson, you got Mason. Kyle, you should have maybe stuck with the run more, you know what I mean, just to, try to, make something happen. But really the penalties in the defense collapsing on that play to Pettis, it's ironic. Pettis is the one kills us. It's like, you can't make this stuff up, bro, but it's just one game. So we got to look at it like, okay, they should have won this one. You ain't going to be no championship game if you got penalties. And if you, had opportunities when it was in the red zone and you couldn't convert. You know,
running 2 times, man.
yeah.
Fundamentals, man.
So,
Fundamentals.
but I'm gonna say this just overall, and I'm gonna agree with being good with this. And I said it, and I've been saying, in order for y'all to win the Super Bowl, man, we gotta be able to finish the game. You had them by the throat, but you didn't finish. You kept giving them life.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And that's kind of on Kyle too. It's like, I know the weather conditions was what it was, but man, look, when you know you got him, and he said it in presser, we should have had a wider gap. Y'all should have been up by 10, 15, 16 points. They should have never even been in position.
Yeah.
But you didn't go for the throat. You had them by the throat, but you didn't kill them off.
Yeah.
So until they ultimately had that killer instinct and be finishing when they know they got that opportunity to do it, it's gonna be like that. So I ain't gonna fault Trey. I'm gonna say it was the defense and it was the penalties that cost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree because, like I said, that Pettis play, yo, 1 reception for 51 yards, yo. One. Just one. And being that y'all said it was on Walmart, yo. And, gotta remember, he's a rookie. If it was him, as y'all said it was, and I don't doubt what y'all saying, although I'm gonna look at it again, yo, he's a rookie. He made a mistake. Because I was like, yo, why is this guy wide open? Because I seen somebody was playing behind him. But I think it was another wide receiver going down the field to the point whoever was sticking Pettis left him. Just left him. And I was just like, yo, what the heck happened?
What it looked like happened is like he passed him off thinking he had safety help over the top, and it was miscommunication. That's probably what happened. You know?
I think. Okay, Press.
No, you good, bro.
I you know what I think, Jiz? I feel what you're saying. I think Walmart thought he had help underneath. That's why not down the field. He thought he had help underneath, bro. That's what I think. Because it was Womack was behind him, although I thought it was Mosley. Womack was behind him. And then next you know, you seen him away from the camera. I was like, yo, where he going? Because I seen him there. I just didn't know it was Pettis. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody was going on the left side, like Ben Good was saying. And I was like, yo, what the heck happened? Well, I just think it was a misassignment. My bad, Press.
I'm pretty sure I thought it was an off-schedule play.
Yeah,
I think
it was.
it just
I don't think it was because we had a defender behind Pettis.
No, I mean meaning that play Fields extended that play.
Yeah,
he rolled out right.
He was scrambling around.
He rolled out right.
Yeah, and then that's how that play. That's
what I'm saying. The DBs didn't plaster. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what Lance did to us last year. I told y'all for months that this game was not going to be as easy. I told y'all what it was because it's mobile quarterbacks. That's it. Because we are so dominant with our defensive line, and kind of like somebody was saying earlier, they miss sacks sometimes because we over pursue, and it's just hard to sack the quarterback sometimes. But when you get those mobile quarterbacks, those turn into big plays. Yeah. Those missed sacks turn into big game changing plays. And Justin Fields did it to us last year.
In that case, he made a big.
Russell Wilson's done it his whole career against us. Kyler Murray's done it his whole career against us. It's
that's the Achilles heel.
Yeah.
So in other words, he made a big play at the right time because
Justin Fields beat us 100%. That's what just happened because we can say the weather, but the difference is that he went 3 for 3 straight drives with touchdowns, led them down the field.
I feel you.
They weren't running the ball. They weren't running the ball. It was Justin Fields.
I feel you, bro. Just my humble opinion, respectfully. I don't think Justin Fields beat us. I think our defense blown coverage. That's it. That's just me. I think our defense blown coverage and it changed the momentum of the game. You follow what I'm saying? Like, Justin Fields, he did what he had to do. Just get the ball to the open guy, and that's what he did. You follow what I'm saying? when I look at a quarterback beating us with his legs. That's just my humble opinion. I'm looking at his stats, yo, regarding rushing. Justin Fields had 11 carries for 28 yards.
Yeah, but how many yards did he have passing, and how many of those were on broken plays?
Right.
I mean, he was 8 for 17 for 121. That's not bad. But what I'm saying, but I don't remember the second touchdown, but that first touchdown, guys, this is my humble opinion. Yo, that changed the whole momentum of the game, yo. So Womack had messed up on his assignment and things went downhill, just like P. Warrior said. Yo, the penalties and our defense. I don't know if you said that, bro, but if you said that, I agree with you. The defense and the penalties lost that game for us. In my humble,
because you got to look at when they got the penalties. They got the penalties when it was 3rd and 5. They get a 15-yard penalty hit against extend a drive.
Penalties.
Then you had the one hit when that was Al-Shaair. When he slid, he hit him with the helmet, with his helmet. Then you went to the concussion thing, and they gave you 15 more yards. So it's like every time they got the penalty, it was at the wrong time. You had them in 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, where you could try to get off to give it back to the offense, but then you got a bonehead penalty that extended the drive. Well, then eventually that's gonna break your back. It's just like the timing was just off with the penalty. It's like y'all got him at the wrong time.
How can we say that the defense cost you the game when they gave up 19 points for the entire game and you didn't put up anything after 7 minutes left in the second quarter?
Those last 7 minutes, the field got worse, it got horrible. Did y'all see what
another team, bro? There's another team that plays the game. They played in the same field position. They said
they were on defense when it was. We were on offense when the weather got really, really bad. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. Did y'all see how, like on TV, they had to do some digital stuff so we can see it? Because
my
TV was messed up, man. I'm like, what is that?
I'm not putting that on our loss. I'm keeping it real. I agree with P. Ward. I think it was our defense and the penalties. Yep. And Prez, I agree with you too. I think we wasn't aggressive enough.
And stopped running the ball too.
However, that penalty by Greenlaw, that's what extended that play that led to that touchdown pass to Dante Pettis. That's what started. Now, P. Ward, I gotta say this. You was mentioning that personal foul on the sideline. That was on Al-Shaair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real talk. This is just my own opinion. Please watch it again. It wasn't helmet to helmet.
It wasn't. That's what I was saying. It was not.
It was not.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again.
You can't stop the momentum in the rain.
Yeah, just my bad, bro. Do you think?
No, you're good. No. I'm just saying you can't stop your momentum in the rain when you're already committed to a guy that's sliding. He had no intent on that.
But you know
I just feel like that's. Yeah, go ahead.
And I ain't gonna disagree with y'all. It's just you automatically know they're gonna call it. Yeah. You know what I mean? You just know whether you avoided it or you didn't do it. Just the way he went down and all of that, it's just they're gonna call it because they're trying to protect the quarterback. You know what I mean? So it, like I said, to me, when it wasn't raining and y'all had the momentum, y'all didn't capitalize. And when it was raining, y'all couldn't do nothing because the weather was just terrible. So it's like when you had the opportunities, you missed them. Then you just made it worse because you had the penalties at the wrong time. It was just like it was a game of momentum. When you had it, you didn't capitalize. When they got it, you couldn't overcome it. And that's what y'all got to learn from. When you got the momentum and you got the chance to get them down and to put them away, you got to do it. Don't give them life. And they gave them life. And I'm just going to go forward to this coming week. Ain't going to be no rain and Levi's. It's going to be beautiful weather. So it ain't going to be no excuse saying, well, it was rain and it was pouring. You keep committing penalties, keep making boneheaded mistakes, not doing what you're supposed to do. Seattle will catch you too. So they better try to get it together, and they better try to get it together quick.
Yeah.
P Warrior.
You had some excuses for this one, but that's here nor there.
Yeah.
Hey, P Warrior. One of the greatest
agree with
coaches
you,
of all
Warrior.
time was Vince Lombardi.
Mhm.
Vince Lombardi says half the penalties belong to the team, the other half belong to the coach. It's about discipline and structure. The other thing
I
is
would
we're
agree.
talking about keeping the gas on. This game was lost more by the coaching than it was by the players or the weather. When you consider they pulled back, you're saying it better than anybody, P Warrior. They had the momentum and they took their feet off the gas. That's the only reason Chicago was even in this game or encouraged to go forward. Had we capitalized, I mean, Debo running the ball there was a bad call. Inside the 20-yard line, going off tackle. One of the worst positions to put a great athlete in, a position where he can't excel. You had two smash mouth running backs on the sideline. Mason's perfect for that run. So it's all about coaching to me. I didn't see the game physically. I heard it on the radio, and that's what the commentators were saying. Listen, why are we making these calls? And last year we were asking the same questions a lot too, weren't we?
Yeah, I think Prez was the first one to say that. Matter of fact, one of my boys at the bar has said that too. However, I was just, this is my humble opinion, and I'm not saying this is correct. Sometimes our coach, Kyle Shanahan, does things like that, whether we agree or not, or maybe not understand, because the lack of trust with our offensive line. Guys, our offensive line didn't play that good.
No, not at all.
They really didn't play that good, guys.
I would agree with that.
Sometimes you got to make adjustments regarding the plays. So you got an offensive line not playing too good. You got the weather. You got the footing.
No running game.
Right, yo. So it's just like.
Did you see any adjustments, Mark?
Honestly, no.
No, that's the problem.
Really.
That goes right back to coaching.
Right. But let me ask you this.
So what adjustment?
What's up?
Gary Bingham. No, Gary Bingham.
I just want to know, like, what adjustment are you looking for him to make, Uncle Keith? You see
That's
what
a
I'm
fair question. That's a fair question.
That's what I was going to ask.
Let me tell you what I would do.
All right.
I would take a scat back run and put him with a smash mouth fullback and put West back there. I would double up on the run. If you can't pass the ball, hit him, go to your strong side, and keep pushing it. Then when you get a chance, the run creates what? Passing lanes, does it not?
Right.
Did we run in the second half?
No,
Not productively.
no, because it should be.
Not yet. No. Big Good hit the nail right on the head. He said it. Not productively. And that's when the weather got worse. And
Correct.
Well, nobody's questioning that. That was the last 7 to 10 minutes, though.
Well, yeah, and no, I'm talking about Uncle Keith. I'm talking about after our good run down the field when we scored that field goal.
Yeah.
It went downhill after that.
The game was lost way before that, though, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah. Right.
When we had our footing and momentum, we should have ran them scat back bears into the woods in the first half. We should have had a 24-3 lead, and then we could have weathered the storm through the bad weather. We set ourselves up to lose by pulling back.
I agree.
Yeah, Trey Lance missed
The second half, we excuses about the weather. It looked, from what I'm seeing in replays, it was awful. I have no doubt about that. But we lost it in the first half.
Yeah.
Now the Debo play actually was a good play. I just think he fumbled the ball. Like I think he run that play numerous times.
That was
and had success.
That was the
just think
touchdown
that
to the
was
right. It
fumble.
was the same play.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Debo ran
Like,
it to the right and ran right over Eddie Jackson. It was the same play left. That was the fumble. They ran it for the touchdown on the right. It was the same play.
What's the difference on the right side of the line, though?
Strong side.
Right. Strong side.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but he
And
just fumbled that thing.
And like Prez always be saying, that right side has been very disappointing. He didn't actually say that word, but I know what he's talking about. Like that right side has been very disappointing. And I admit, and I also said that, you know, I expect McGlinchey to play real good, and he didn't really do too good today, in my humble opinion.
Same play, different blockers.
Right.
But it's not like they blew the play up on that side. He had success with the play. He just fumbled the ball. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
No doubt he fumbled the ball, Ben, but what I'm saying is when he went to the left, there was a stronger blocking presence there, and he was able to get outside and expand it. On the right side, he was contained and hit deeper. Just take a look at how the play developed.
It's
The
true.
first
I think y'all are both right, but I mean, he just made a play. The defender just made a play.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson did the peanut punch.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about that.
But you know what, Prez? Like I was saying earlier, when you know you're playing in that climate weather, you want to keep both your
Protect the
arms
ball
on the
better.
ball, yo. You feel what I'm
Thank you.
saying?
Yeah, no, you would like to see
Like,
it.
yo, man, like, yo, he ain't just fumbled the ball. That ball got punched out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Period. You feel what I'm saying? And this is something that's taught in training camp. They punching that ball out. And he just got paid too. They know they like, yo, we're gonna make an example out of you. And they did, even though he made up for it with that rushing touchdown. However, just like Paul has said, that fumble changed the whole momentum. And I'm just glad that, you know, it didn't bite us in the rear end, if you know what I mean. Paul, question, bro.
What's up, bud?
What surprised you regarding your team? Was it more surprising on the offense or defense the way y'all played today? Because y'all played good, man. Y'all played. As far as the second half, we already know about the first half. Second half, yo, after that Pettis score, y'all, the whole momentum changed, in my opinion, because I seen it.
Yeah, I the Bears have a good defense. You know, we get a lot of slack, you know, in the media and stuff for our offensive line and some other things. But I mean, the Bears got a top 6 or 7 defense in this league still with the talent at the key positions. Lead sacker on the end and Robert and Quinn. We got the kid Robinson, 91, who was eating up McGlinchey. That was the dude on the other end of us, a young kid that was doing some dirty work. And then that Morrow guy that we got over from the Raiders, he's just as fast as Roquan Smith. He's not a Roquan Smith talent. He's just as fast. So our middle and our Mike linebacker can cover from the middle and sideline to sideline just as fast as just about any group of linebackers in the league. Jalen Johnson's a great cover corner. Eddie Jackson's a playmaker. Brisker's the young hitter. And then Gordon's this tackling corner that we got out of Washington State last year as a rookie. And they look good as a group. And then on the flip side of that coin, I think as conservative as the Niners got, they were waiting for this Bears offense to get sacks, fumble, turn it over. They would take the advantage off of our mistakes, which I was personally kind of waiting for, and it just never happened. And so by the fact that the Niners never put their foot down, we didn't turn the ball over, and then Fields made just enough plays. We had that naked bootleg rollout, and we ran dead right into, I forgot what linebacker, and he juked him, and then goes up the sideline for 14, and then got us going.
That's Icky Bomb. They juked 56, 55.
Yeah, and then the other thing too, going back to the penalties, the Chicago Bears had 0 penalties in the second half. The Niners had 8. Yeah. And I think it was P. Warrior talking about all those third down, just extending drives. That was it. That was it.
Thank you. That's why I said earlier, and I didn't mean to cut you off, Paul. That's why I said my big bro P. Warrior. He hit
in my head,
yo. Yep. It was the defense and our penalties, yo. Because the penalties led to our defense on mishap on that first touchdown with Pettis. But I agree with you regarding Robinson. Yo, he had the second most tackles. He was 1.5 sacks, and that's against McGlinchey. That's why I was saying McGlinchey on that right side, and I was rooting for him, yo. Yes, the weather was bad. Right.
And Quinn was actually beating Trent Williams quite a bit. He doesn't have the stats that show for it in the stat book, but if you go back and watch the highlights, Quinn was beating up on Trent Williams on that left side too. He was beating him and making Lance dance, so to speak. And that was also causing some presence in the pocket.
He didn't play the whole preseason. That's the thing. Sitting out your key guys for the whole preseason, they could come out a little rusty. McGlinchey didn't play the whole preseason. Trent Williams didn't play the whole preseason. And I just feel like, I mean, it was cool to dissect this game, but there's a lot of variables that are why we lost this game. And we started off last season 1-4, so I'm not really getting down on it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to play you all again. I'll tell you that much. Well, I should say us as a season ticket holder.
I would say we both share 1 turnover each. Ufunga did the interception, and Jackson, you know, when he read that, me and Jizzle, we were just talking about how he read that play well. And I agree with you, Prez. It was a good pass. I just think that pass was just a little too in front of Jawan Jennings. I think it should have been more in than out. And I agree with you, Prez. I think Trey didn't see him, but we never know because we're not on the field. But yeah.
Look, if Mitchell doesn't come back in a few games, are we in trouble or what? Is our running game in trouble? Who are we going to go to?
Nah.
Who are we going to?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It'll be Wilson.
Doesn't help though.
Wilson.
Right, exactly. Just I mean, it will be, in my humble opinion, it'll be probably Mason. Maybe start over Wilson, and then Wilson probably be his backup to clean up plays.
It's got to be somebody because it can't just be Trey.
Exactly. But
or Trey and
Debo.
Right. But again,
Debo,
guys.
Put Debo in there. Yes, somebody.
But real talk, this is just me. I want that from Trey. If the defense down the field is doing their job and you don't got no one throw it to, like, yo, hey, run that ball, man. Run the ball.
Well, but how many of those? Because what he probably had 2 or 3. Let's just say 4 design runs. I think it was like 2 or 3, but he had 4 design runs where it was straight drop back, catch and run. Outside of that, that man's running because the offensive line is not protecting.
Thank you.
That he's not out there. He's not out there just automatic. We're not watching Trey not stand in those pockets. We're not watching Trey look and then start to run. Trey standing around trying to move around in the pocket and then taking off. It's just like
I agree. Let's be honest, or let's be fair. Let's just say half of that. Let's just say half our offensive line they did not do a good job protecting Lance, and the Bears did a good job down the field. If they did something, you feel what I'm saying?
No, we already know. I knew that Chicago's defense was good. That's where they spent all their money. They've spent
I'm gonna say this
out of the ball.
What's up, P. Warren?
I mean, I agree with y'all. I mean, they're gonna use Debo running. I think not having Kittle hurt him too, because if you're gonna put Debo back there to offset the fact that Mitchell got hurt, now you're taking one option out of the passing game that Trey don't have, because you need him back there to help your run game.
Yeah.
I mean, Kittle not being in there hurts, because now that's another threat you can use as a receiver in addition to the blocking. Maybe if he's in there helping McGlinchey block, they have some success there, even in the pass blocking or the run blocking. So not having Kittle hurt, and like I said, if you're putting Debo back there because now Mitchell is hurt and you don't have confidence in Wilson, and you're not going to play Mason, which I would have played Mason. We know he's physical and he can run at rock. To me, man, look, you got to get back to what you do. Hopefully Elijah Mitchell ain't hurt, but probably he's going to be out. Man, you put Mason in there, you put Price in there, you put the players that you drafted to be physical, and you start smashing people starting this week. Get back to what you do this week. But for this game, they needed Kittle because they had to put Debo back there to have a threat to run. And that took away from the passing game, because now you're using Debo back there. You don't have Kittle to offset it. Even though they went to Jennings and he made some plays. Ayuk, I don't know. I got to watch the game again. I don't know how much of a fact Ayuk was. So just not having Kittle hurt, it just like, this was like one of these trap games that we thought they was going to win, but they got caught. They got caught, bro. They're just being honest. They got caught.
Yo, real talk.
They got caught.
To the faithful huddle, yo, they rushed the ball more than they passed. That's why I was like, yo, why did they stop passing? And maybe they defended better in the second half. That's the only thing I could think of. Either that or the footing on the field was probably gotten worse.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Because they rushed more than they passed, guys. I'm looking at the stats. Y'all can check them out too. Yo, Jennings, he played good in my opinion. Yo, he had 4 receptions for 62 yards. Yo, his longest receiving yards was 44 yards.
Deep down the left, yep.
Jennings was
Right.
good. Jennings was good.
Oh,
Ayuk just in the first half.
Ayuk, yes.
Two receptions for 40 yards in the first half.
facts. And then you stop going to him.
And then
I don't
nothing.
think he did anything in
But
second half.
that's my point, guys. I was like, yo, what happened to the passing game? And like I was saying, there's only two things I can think of: good defense and bad weather based on the footing of them getting separate from their opponent. That's the only two things I can think of, guys.
But with the bad footing, Chicago scored 19 points in the second half.
Yep.
I'm not even on no thing. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that they put up. Not to you, not at all to you, because that's what's going to be the narrative, and everybody's going to say that. I'm not trying, bro. They put up 19 points in the second half in the same conditions. Like,
But fellas,
Thank you, Prez. You just reminded me. And y'all know I'm always vouching for my boy Hufunga. He played a great game, but he messed up on one play.
He got caught on that one coverage.
He did. And I text y'all too. Yeah, he missed the coverage.
He got caught on that one,
And
just that one play.
He got a great game except for that one play.
Exactly. And it happens. And it's all about positioning. He was more to the left. You follow what I'm saying? And he missed. Yeah, he messed up on that. He messed up on that. But Prez, okay, been good. My bad, bro.
They throw the ball predicated off the run.
Yes.
If they can't run the ball, they can't throw the ball. Now, this is what I want to say. I know this shit gonna take time. But at the end of the day, bro, the offense have to evolve to the point where when teams know we're going to throw the ball, we're still able to throw the ball. All the gadgets and mixed direction and all that's cool, but sometimes you got to drop back and just give me 8.
Real shit.
And that's what we have to get to. Now,
There you go,
Trey
big
Lance,
good.
this your first
Missed
year,
you,
this
boy.
your first year, you got to grow into that. But ultimately, bro, that's what it comes down to.
Real shit, man.
When they know what you're going to do, you still have to be able to execute. You can't dress it up, make it look cute. You just got to get it. And we're not there yet.
Lawrence, what's up, bro?
Well said.
Lawrence said, "What's happening?" And what happened? What happened, faithful? Hey, man, Lawrence. In my humble opinion, bro, I just think that our defense and our penalties was the reason why we lost, Lawrence. We would like to see your comment based on your opinion why you think we lost today's game, bro. We appreciate your comment, bro.
Hey, Mark, can I ask you something?
Yeah, man, no doubt, man.
Just a hypothetical. Do you think if Trey Sermon was still on the roster, he would have got some play in today after Mitchell went down?
Oh yeah,
I would agree with that. I thought about that too.
Dang, man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think so.
Real talk. I don't know. This is what I was thinking. For me to answer that, I'm gonna answer it this way. This is what I was thinking. I was thinking they was going to use Mason. Ben that I seen Mitchell was out. I thought they was going to use Mason as a threat and have Wilson at the backfield, to play, catch the ball underneath. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That, Kyle Shanahan would do regarding Mason. You feel what I'm saying? He's a bigger body than Wilson is.
The only reason that Trey Sermon, I feel, would have got touches over Mason is that Shanahan is not about to put a rookie in that situation.
And that's the problem.
He don't do it. He just don't do it. It's Elijah Mitchell was above and beyond better last year and separated himself from everybody. And so he got those races. And I think in that type of game, where he's trying to move forward and get the win in the road conditions, I don't think that he paid him based off of him just being a rookie. But you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about TD not being active.
Let's talk about it for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
It comes right back again, guys, to coaching decisions, first half and second half.
Man.
Who they play, where they play,
That's
the type of
Did
plays.
y'all hear what he said in the presser?
But even with that being the case, and I'm not disagreeing, Ben, you can still, if you're a good coach, and he is a good coach, scheme around a lot of this.
No, I'm asking, did y'all hear what Shanahan said in the presser when they asked why Mason didn't play?
Nuh-uh.
No,
I didn't hear the pressure, guys.
The
So
dude said if Jeff Wilson would have got tired, he would have got in.
What?
What the hell?
Yeah, what is that? That's an excuse.
That's a professional football player.
that's what
So-
Cal said.
That's what.
Oh,
That's what he
said.
said because I
And
watched
that
it.
just goes to what Prayer is saying. Y'all know he have the people that he really trusts. You see what I'm saying? He trusts Jeff Wilson. We know that the other guy, Mason, should have, you know what I'm saying, throw him in the mix. Let's just see.
Yeah.
But that was his response to the question. If he would have got tired, I would have put him in.
I
Like
need
a
to
player's going to tell you they're tired. They're like,
Yeah,
has a player
he's
ever
gonna
say,
say
"Hey, I'm
they're tired.
tired, man. Can you give me out a couple snaps?"
Hey,
Come on, man.
Hey, Jizzle, give me that recipe, man. After that answer, I need to drink. That's real.
Yeah.
You're a professional athlete.
But look,
Right. Imagine that.
but look, but look, at the end of the day, man, look, okay, Mason, you're an undrafted free agent who was a beast in the preseason. They like you. TDP, you're a 3rd round pick. Nah, y'all talking about y'all want to be physical. Man, play these boys. Play them. What you got to lose? Play them.
Your starters already hurt. Put some beef in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Play them. I'm with y'all. Play them. Okay. You ain't on the roster because they just there. Play them. Because we know what Wilson is, but at the same time, man, if you think they're gonna be a better fit for the offense and can be more productive, then play the best players. So you got
100 points.
Uh-huh.
Do you think
just
that if Mason had a bust loose with 2 or 3 good solid runs, it wouldn't open up?
come on, man. Play the dude.
Here's the real truth about this running back situation. Wilson's been here the entire time, and this is not talking shit on Wilson, man, because he's valuable, and I understand his value that Shanahan feels. You know what I'm saying? I understand it, and I understand why he's on this football team. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not denying that. But here's the issue: you have had Elijah, you've had Trey Sermon, you've had TDP, and now you've had
Mason.
Yeah. He Shanahan continuously puts high draft capital into the running backs, and yet you still playing the dude you continuously are trying to replace.
Right. That's true. No, that's true though.
You talking?
That's a very good point.
Man, because it's just like, oh my God, bro.
Same with playing Jimmy G last year for the whole year. You know, we could have got Trey Lance some extended action last year. Maybe he'd be a little bit more experienced, but we just stuck by the guy that you're trying to replace.
True.
So are we putting this loss
Jimmy
on?
was better than Trent last year.
Huh?
Jimmy last year for the Niners was the right play. Lance
1,000%. 1,000%. I agree. That's true. It doesn't help us this year. It doesn't help.
Right.
It doesn't help.
That's a big point, though. Like if you invest all your marbles on a rookie quarterback that is going to be the face of your franchise, it's more pertinent than even winning games. It almost takes equal amount of effort you should be to get him ready in some kind of way.
I agree.
Which Jizzle and Uncle both said from always. So no, yeah, it's real. It's real. Like it's definitely real.
I got a crazy question. Suppose there was no rain today. Who'd have won the game?
At least we would be able to give a fair assessment. Like as much as I can't stand McGlinchey and all these people, you can't give anyone a fair assessment on this game. Like
a lot of penalties.
Yeah. Oh, and just the rain. I'm saying more so the rain, just the weather. Like you're not gonna play in those conditions. So it's like hard to base how I feel about moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Off of what we just saw on the field, because that's not going to be normal conditions. To answer your question, I think it would have been a fourth quarter game, period. And I don't think it's, but I said that before. I said, we talked this morning. What I say?
When you say a fourth quarter game, are you saying because of the talent or the play calling?
I've always said half of this is going to be this offensive line and Trey being so young. And there's just going to be issues that there's going to be up and downs. But the other part that no one talks about is getting Shanahan to trust that group.
Which group though? The offensive line? Which
And
group?
Trey Lance. There's a combination. He has to trust all. He has to trust all of that. And now you take out Elijah. If Elijah's out, we're in a real spot right now, fellas. Like, that's the reality, is because now the only thing that was holding us back, because let's be honest, unless he just comes out and kills it, the answer at running back is not on this roster right now. As far as turning our season around, being able to turn our season around, that's not it. You can't plan for it. So it's like, yeah, we're going to really find out. Because now it's like, if Elijah's not back there, we got 6 runs for 41 yards. Well, if Elijah probably plays, we probably, I ain't going to say we win that game, but I would like to think it could have been a little bit different if Elijah finishes that game. Doesn't matter.
So let me pick it back off your press, because you said something that's important. Shanahan now, depending on what happened with Mitchell, and you saying that they might not have running back on a roster, it comes back to trust. Kyle gonna have to trust what y'all put on the roster. Why are they on the roster if you don't think they're capable? You drafted the boy from LSU. We saw the potential. We seen what Mason could be. And you're going to have to trust Trey to be able to make plays, whether it's with his legs or throwing the ball. So now you're going to have to trust what you put on the roster.
Well,
you ultimately get the call to who's on the roster.
Ultimately, I don't think they're blocking.
I
think that's the issue with both of them, with TDP and Mason. They're not blocking running backs, and that's why.
Yeah, and that's what I'm about to say with that. Okay, well, and that's probably true. So you're going to have to use, I ain't going to say a committee, but you're going to have to play to their strengths. Okay, well, if you know they ain't the pass blocking people, then you got to go. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Play to the strengths of what each running back do. Why Mitchell hurt, but ultimately, and I agree with being good, it can't always be the misdirection and all the gadget stuff. Trey gonna have to take that 3 to 5 step drop and throw that thing in there. So I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Shanahan, you got to trust what is on the roster, bro. You the offensive mastermind that supposed to be able to orchestrate and put all this together. And really, I think because of the weather conditions and because of how the game flowed, you came with a conservative game plan. You didn't come with an attacking game plan. You came with a conservative game plan to try to minimize offensive mistakes, but you was counting on your defense not to make mistakes, but they made the mistakes at the crucial and the wrong time. So what Uncle is saying is true as well. We had them by the throat, you didn't capitalize on it because you came with a conservative game plan. Now, if everything was great with the weather, on to your question, Chicago probably still win because of the mistakes that was made.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't overcome the mistakes. So if the weather was perfect, it was sun shining, and there was no weather factors because of the penalties and because of the mistakes, you was going to lose the game anyway, even though you outgained them in yardage and all of that. So, man, look, this gut check time for them. Y'all got to look yourself in that mirror and figure out where you went wrong. And Shanahan, you got to look yourself in the mirror and you got to let this boy go. Absolutely. Come on, man. You got to let him go. Let him make his mistakes. But, man, I'd rather you throw the ball and make the mistakes than not throw the ball at all and still lose the game.
Right.
That makes sense.
We won't never know what we have.
You know what I'm saying? So come on, man.
Use it.
You the coach. You get the final say on the roster. So come on, man. Play these boys. Play to their strength and come on, let this boy go. Let him be what we know he could be.
But is this where the weather comes in though into this? Like that's why I say can we really judge anybody off of this, because the weather being that drastic changes what you were just talking about, P. He can't do that. Like what you would only do in this game situation in clear weather, you're not able to do in the same capacity.
But Prez, doesn't that speak to the coach's ability to make adjustments also?
Yes. Except we're talking about a dude that literally just played his 4th game in 3 years at whatever level you want to talk about. So it's like you don't have a Justin. You're not playing with a Justin Fields that's been here a full year. You know what I'm saying? He's not experienced in that way, and him and his coach ain't experienced in calling play calls in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like it is. So it's like, it's not an easy position for Shanahan by any means. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I complain about it, but I understand when you lay it all out like we are. The way Kyle played it is exactly how you are going to play it in this situation if you're anybody, for the most part. But I think he might have did it too long.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas.
Let me.
Okay, go ahead, Mom. My bad.
No. Do your thing, Benga.
I
Because
just want to ask y'all something. Because we talking about the coaching and Shanahan being the genius and all this, right? I think I look at, and I guess I use him and McVay, but I kind of look at it like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Both of them real smart, but to me, Shanahan, you're too much in your head with the thinking sometimes. Sometimes you just got to drop your jewels, and you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that be his problem. You're too smart sometimes. You know what I mean? Man, just let it rip.
you know what? You know what I think, guys? Okay, let me say this. I partially agree with you and everyone and partially disagree. Yes, I would like Kyle to be more aggressive. However, and I'm also say this, I believe that our coach trusts our offensive line. However, when they're not performing at particular downs, at some point, Kyle's going to look at our offensive line and be like, yo, I got to make some adjustments. And those adjustments to our eyes could be conservative, or some could be like, yo, what are you doing? And I trust Kyle to the point that I know what he's doing, but at the same time, I don't think it's a trust issue. I think it's a performance issue to the point he make changes to the point that we may not agree with. And I will understand that because they, meaning the coaches, they know their players better than we do. You follow what I'm saying? I don't think it's a trust thing. I think it's a performance thing on the field. And when you're not performing, whether you're having a good day or also because of the bad weather, then I think Kyle had made adjustments based on the chemistry and performance on the field. Let me read something to y'all real quick, man, because some of y'all have seen the pressure. Kyle said, and I quote, "When you look at the 12 penalties, you look at when they happen. When you look at those turnovers, you're not shocked about losing." And that's what I was saying earlier, and I think P. Ward was saying earlier, and I firmly believe this. I really believe the penalties, what led the momentum change, will also led to our defense, fumbling their assignments on defense. Nick Bosa says penalties. I think he's saying that we did what we were supposed to do in the first half. We were stopping the run all day. We just killed ourselves with penalties. They already know in their mind it was the penalties that beat them. Yes, there were some mishaps on defense. We know that. We know somebody blown a coverage regarding Pettis. We know Hufanga had missed the assignment. He was late. And then I think there was a rushing touchdown. I think there was 2 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown, right?
Herbert. Yeah.
Right. So I don't think it's a trust issue, guys. I think it's a performance issue. That's all I think. That's what I think.
Hey, Mark,
It was undisciplined.
we're talking about
football.
trust.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, we're talking about trust.
They just played undisciplined, man, and all those penalties add up to a football field. So we basically spotted them a whole football field, and then we're still trying to wonder why we didn't win. You know, you can't, turn over the ball in this league that many times. You can't have those undisciplined penalties. That's what I feel.
The only question about trust I had was, why didn't you run Mason?
Yo, that's a good question.
In the face of all that was going on in front of you, why not put the person who performed the best in smash mouth running in there?
Kyle didn't trust him, I guess.
I ain't cut you off, Troy. My bad. 49. Prez said it best, yo.
He's a rookie.
I that and because Jeff Wilson Jr. being that he's a veteran, I think he said it best.
Yeah, it's where I miscalculated when we did all the offseason stuff and everything. Where Mark was always right over where I was wrong, or where I was in contrast to where I was wrong, is that I didn't take the veteran leadership. The fact that he's been here, the fact that he is the best blocker on this offense. There's a lot of things that I didn't take into account of why he would be here, and it's like,
Yo, Wilson.
Yo, check this out. Let me quote what Nick Bosa said. He said, it's not like they ran anything new in the second half. He said, we just had penalties. 15 yards for a team that can't move the ball is huge. Oh, penalties, yo. I'm only sharing this because I haven't seen a presser. So I had to jump on my phone and read them so I can know, like, and now it's opened up my mind based on my opinion, what I was saying earlier. I just think it was the penalties and our mishaps on defense. That's all.
Yeah, no, I will say he gets a pass because Bosa don't say anything, but I don't want to get that shit, bro. Y'all just lost, cuz all that shit don't matter, bro. Like, I don't like that. But Bosa gets a pass. You know what I'm saying? Our team normally don't do that. But that shit ain't the look, bro, because y'all just got smashed out. However we want to put it, and nobody going to talk when it's week 15, 16, 17, and 18, and this loss that we just had really fucking matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that cocky shit, bro. It's like,
let me ask y'all this, yo. Hopefully we can kind of like talk about something good regarding our defense. Besides Hufanga, who to y'all guys, who was impressive besides Hufanga? Because Hufanga, he was doing his thing. He leads all the tackles on defense. So besides Hufanga, who to y'all guys y'all was impressed with on defense?
Bosa, that's it.
Yeah, Bosa.
Thanks.
That's it for me.
Drake had some tackles for loss or
Yeah.
scrimmage.
Yeah.
Ebelcom took advantage.
Yeah.
I love Bosa, but if he could just finish a little bit more for me, man, I'm telling you, because he'd be right there.
Yo, Ben Good, they be holding him, bro.
And not get held every play.
They be holding him, Ben Good.
Hey,
I'm with you, Ben.
I'm not doubting it, bro, because you know how they did us in Kansas City. But
Yeah, the whole
I just
game.
need to just make a couple of more of those plays, Brian. You'll really be that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shoestring away.
Well, for me, I'm gonna say Hufanga was a beast out there. I like what Mooney did. Mooney was good with the coverage. I think they got him on a holding call.
Yeah.
But outside of that, he was locked down. And what we always, I know what Ben Good always look for with his defensive backs. He turned his head. He didn't just run into the back.
Yeah, and that's what Mooney did. Yeah.
Right. So see, this is the thing. We know what they're capable of. They just made the mistakes at the wrong time.
That's what
Hufanga, because and I got to go back and watch the game because I was trying to watch it off the stream, but the stream kept messing up and stuff. But I got the NFL Plus. I'm gonna go back and rewatch the whole game, and I'm gonna just take it with a grain of salt. But I like Hufanga, and I was saying to myself, man, Hufanga got the interception. Man, he all over the field. I'm saying, man, when Jimmy Ward get back, they gonna be straight back there. So Hufanga, just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You was like the bright spot in all of that rain out there for him. You know what I mean? So, man, like I said, Hufanga looked good. I like Drake Jackson. He was getting pressure. You know, I like Mooney. You know, it just I don't know. It just was, I don't know. It just was messed up with the penalties and the boneheaded mistakes in the wrong time. It just, I don't know. It just, the momentum, that's the part of the game
the momentum.
It just sucked because,
the Mendes and
you know,
it seemed like we played real quick. It seemed like we played their game.
More or less.
Right, Paul?
You did.
That's what it seemed like. It seemed like we played y'all game.
Yep.
For some reason, and we know how to play in that weather. It's just that, like P. Warren said, like it's the penalties and the mishaps. You know. Oh,
What's
man.
Troy got?
What's up, Troy?
Thank you, man.
My bad.
No, that's all right. It's all right. I guess one good thing that I just seen on my phone is the Cardinals are getting that ass whipped. 30-7. 30-7. So
They can
they're playing the Chiefs, but I'm saying what the whole NFC West might be 0-1.
Yeah, that's
tomorrow.
That is a silver
That's
lining.
good. That's good. That's good.
That is
That's
a
good.
silver lining.
I mean, they're getting smoked.
Yep.
Yeah, Don ain't hitting on that. We know that.
Packers are getting folded over too. So I don't know.
Like the next game,
Yeah, because they ain't got Devontae Adams. Who you got to throw the ball to? He ain't got no receivers.
30-7.
Drop show.
You know what? I'm reading this comment. We gotta remember, and Paul, I know you know, bro. Those two passing touchdowns by Justin Fields, both those wide receivers was wide open. Wide open. So this is what I'm saying, guys. There wasn't no competition there. They were wide open. Definitely wide open.
And on that second one, he had two people wide open too. Wait till y'all go back and watch it. This shit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there wasn't no defender there to like really like contest them. Both those touchdowns by passing wide open. Now that rushing touchdown, that was earned. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't he running around on both of them? Wasn't Fields? That's what I mean by off schedule. Both of those touchdowns, weren't they off schedule?
No, the one to Pettis was off schedule, but the other one was a play action. He turned right around, and your Fungus was playing in the box, and he was playing the whole game within that 4 to 6 yard range, and we sucked him up, and then it was just one-on-one corner beat. See you later in that little corner route, wide open.
Right. He played
right on time.
Right. Hufunga played too far to the left. He wasn't even in the middle.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because when he was running, the ball was already in my man's hand going for that touchdown.
Yeah.
So, but again, guys, let's think about that. Those two passing touchdowns, both wide receivers wide open. So that goes to show you.
That's the only two plays we made damn near all day.
That's my point. That's my point, yo. That's why I was like, I understand the score, but we gotta understand the reason why they scored that. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like they no disrespect, Paul. It's not like they earned those two passing touchdowns. They was wide open. You feel what I'm saying? Jizzle, big bro, I know you crying over there. Jizzle, I see you bop your head. What's up, man? Talk your facts, man. What's up?
Man, it's true. Like I said from the beginning, I just feel like we beat ourselves in this game. No, not to take anything away from the Bears. You know, they did what they had to do, took care of home field under adverse conditions. But man, I think we're gonna look back at this game if it comes down to some kind of like wild card or positioning or winning the division even, and say that's the one we let get away because we beat ourselves in a sense.
And you know what? We gotta understand. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes in football, sometimes you will beat yourself if you're not on point. Yo, did y'all see Richard Hightower on the sideline just rejoicing? Yo, did y'all see him?
Yeah, at the end.
He was on the sideline rejoicing.
Hey, yo, look, Mark, did y'all see what they did at the end of the game when the whole team ran and jumped in the thing?
And we all
that was what. Did y'all see that, bro? Yeah, did y'all see that?
Yeah.
I like that.
That's what we did against Washington back in 19.
Yeah.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember that, yo. And I was laughing too when I seen that. And
they all did it. The whole offense did it all together.
Yeah, yo, that goes to show you, man. When it comes to football, yo, people don't forget, man. It's not like we did it to the Bears, because just like my big bro said, we did it to the Skins. And when I seen that just reminded me, I was like, yo, when it comes to football, man, when that was a big highlight for y'all.
That made me feel like they wanted it more than us. You feel me? They wanted to win for Justin Fields because he was, I ain't like that personally. I felt some type of way.
Yeah, I feel you, Ben.
What's crazy is their players were kind of talking shit the whole week.
Like they were.
And then they came out and won. Like you got
yeah. And y'all defense, Paul. Y'all defense, yo, word is born. Y'all defense had y'all crowd into the game, yo. Like I was watching y'all defense, yo. I don't respect to the brother. I don't know his name. Yo, he kind of look like Holyfield a little bit. I don't know who he is on your defense. I like that. This dude look like Holyfield. But anyway, yo, he had the defense because he was doing. I think he was dancing on the defensive line. I was like, yo,
Thanks. On that last drive.
Yeah, man. I was like, the crowd was amped. But hey guys, hey, listen, it is what it is. It was a good win for the Bears. Hey, they took advantage of our defense. What we allowed them to take advantage. If you don't follow your assignment, then hey, that's on us, and that's what happened. You know.
Yeah, no, they absolutely. Somebody said earlier, but yeah, they absolutely wanted it more.
Yo, check this out. Did y'all hear this? I'm pretty sure some of y'all that seen the president. Debo said the ball was heavy. It was hard for Trey to throw it. It was hard to catch it.
Oh yeah, bro.
Did any of the Bears say that?
Because it was waterlogged or what?
And that's why he ain't no captain, dog.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Brad, stupid. He said, "Yo, that's why he ain't no captain." But yo, when you say, bro, I understand you probably coming from a good place, but when you say that, people are like, "Well, Justin Fields, he was throwing the ball too, so you can't use that."
Say that too.
But look, but he wasn't throwing the ball under those conditions at that time, dog.
Yeah,
when Justin Fields hit them two dudes on them bombs, it wasn't pouring down raining like it was.
Yeah, that's true. Good point, Ben. Good point, bro.
Right back.
Good point, man.
Hey, do we have an update on what the Elijah Mitchell injury is, by chance?
Not yet.
I'm looking now. I don't see nothing yet.
Okay.
They say he was in a brace. He had a big brace on.
Really? Afterwards?
Ankle or knee or?
No, they had a brace on his leg, on it, whatever leg he got hurt.
They said it was a knee, though. They did say it was a knee.
So they said they had a brace on. They could see him with a brace on coming out of the locker room after the game. So man, just hope it ain't no bad injury.
Yeah.
Then who's starting that running back next week?
We're crutching.
Oh, Mason, boy.
No, that's what I said earlier, Ben. I said Mason, I think.
Mason, God.
Yeah. I mean, he got the height, he got the speed, he's swifty, he's tough. I would start him and have Wilson back him up, in my humble opinion.
It's going to be whoever Kyle trusts, and we all know he barely trusts anybody right now. So we'll see what happens. For real.
Someone's got to run the ball in practice.
What the hell?
Hey, Prez. Hey, Prez. I know we was talking about this earlier. Well, I might as well say it to the faithful huddle. Eddie Jackson, the brother on the defense that intercepted the ball from Trey Lance. Trey has said it was rubber all the way. He said he thought he held Jackson enough with his eyes, but obviously didn't.
Yeah.
But he read it. I seen it.
So he saw it.
Yeah. But what I thought, this is what I thought. I said, yo, he's going to release it, but I thought he was going to throw the ball lower.
To the ball, yeah.
Right, but it was too high, and I thought it was too high, and I thought, like I said earlier, I think it was too far to the right. I think he should have brought the ball more to the left. And but so that goes to answer your question, Prez, and our question. Well, not our question, our comment. He did see him, bro.
Yeah, no.
Remember he was saying that he didn't see him. He seen him.
Yeah.
That answers that question.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's really gonna be really just week by week. That's where we at with it.
I think this game helped us grow though. When they go back and look at the films and think about the play calling, and so I mean, game one, bad weather,
12 penalties, Uncle Keith.
No fundamentals. No running game.
Bad play calling, lack of trust in your running game.
No Shanahan game plan, you know.
So
0-1.
All we can do is go up from here.
Yeah, you can clean up the penalties. You're not going to play in a monsoon every week. So these are situations that the Niners are going to be able to overcome.
Yeah. Paul, who y'all play next week, bro?
We play the Packers on Sunday night.
Oh, man. That's a momentum for y'all.
We're gonna go see if our owner over here is gonna do it to us again.
Yeah. Well, all righty now.
Yo, y'all playing in Green Bay, bro?
Let me look that up. Actually,
okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
Hey, Mark, let me ask you something.
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
Do you think that we came into this game overconfident?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think so. That's just my humble opinion. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Again, what I was trying to say as far as our performance on the field, I respect your opinion regarding Kyle Shanahan. I just think Kyle Shanahan is a type of coach that if you don't perform well, he's going to change his game plan. Yes, we didn't like how it came out within that second half. And it's clear, guys, he did run the ball more. So we can't say he didn't run the ball. He ran the ball more times than passed the ball. That goes to show you it's either our offensive line and the defense played well. Bottom line, guys, that's just my humble opinion regarding our performance. What's up, Uncle Keith?
In my humble opinion, I agree with you. And the reason I say it that way is for this reason. You made a clear and concise point on 2 points. He did change in the second half, not to as much as we would like to have changed, but he did. The second part of it is I want him to change more, be more aggressive in the game.
I agree.
Not after the game, not after this, because he's Monday morning quarterbacking. And he's coaching the team. Yeah. Quit that foolishness. We need to make moves in the game. More aggressive. If we got nothing out of today, we cannot play conservative.
Yo.
I agree.
In my humble opinion.
Yo, I agree with you. I think we all agree to the same thing, yo. All I'm saying, I hear some of y'all, or maybe most of y'all, talking about the trust factor. Yo, real talk.
Well, he can't trust him.
I'm with the trust, but yo, the lack of performance will make you real talk. The lack of your performance on the field will some way and somehow will make you be like, yo, okay, I don't trust.
That's with anything. But he can't trust them because they're young and they've never played together. There's nothing to put trust into, not to his fault and not to the player's fault. Yeah. That's what I mean. Trust. There is no trust there because this is all brand new for all of them, and This is the first time that it mattered. You know what I'm saying? That's more so what I was getting at from the trust standpoint. Is that it's going to be a game-by-game situation until ultimately they get it figured out. Unfortunately, what makes this even more difficult now is the fact that Elijah's out. We just don't know how long Elijah's going to be out.
I hate to say this. I think it might actually help us develop a running game, having to put other people in there and force them to trust them. You might be surprised what you get out of Mason.
I'm with you on that, Uncle. That's how I'm thinking.
I agree.
mean, seriously,
with you on that, Uncle.
I only saw two things, a few things in preseason that really, really impressed me. And I'm going to go back to the second preseason game. It was in junk time, but Mason took the ball right up the middle for 18 yards and carried 3 defenders with him. That's hard-nosed running. In bad condition, that's what you need. Same offensive line, good, bad, or indifferent. That was still hard. Once you get past the line, it's all on the running back. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
And if you don't go down and you can carry some defenders on your back, you showing me something.
Yeah.
And he was trying to make the team.
Yeah, but all day I was disappointed. I'm like, yo, why did they go away from IU? I said either they was double teaming IU, something changed, yo.
We need to go back and look at that. I think you're right.
Yeah, something changed, yo, because I know they ran the ball more than they passed. I was more upset why they wasn't passing. And I was just saying, like, yo, the defense is only giving the offense what they can. We're only going to take what we can get from the defense. And I say yo because are you going to have 2 receptions? You only had 2 attempts. Two.
Well, the problem with that, Mark, is you're letting the defense dictate what you do.
Well,
that's not a win. That's a loss.
The difference is Elijah not being in. Elijah's the difference in all of it.
I agree.
The difference in all of it. Because then at that point, there's no run game. So then what they're doing is because of the weather conditions, Trey Lance ain't going to throw the deep ball like that. So now everybody's able to come up. And so they were already able to before, like in the second half when the weather got bad, like y'all were saying, when we were trying to make our comeback, everybody's moved up. You know what I'm saying? And you know they's not going to beat you over the top. So it was just impenetrable. And those crossing shallow routes and those slants just weren't open anymore, which is why Trey ended up having to run as much as he had to run.
Yeah.
But even with that being said, man, we had 3.5 quarters, 3 full quarters really of weather. That's what my whole thing with the weather thing is like. All right, man, well, how do we get down 9? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it starts from the beginning in, and it seemed to all change when Elijah went down.
Yeah. And you know what I think too? I think that add what you said, Prez. I think the design plays for Elijah is not like the same design plays for the other backs we had.
No, like somebody called it a scat back, and that's the difference. Elijah is more of a scat back. It works.
Yeah.
Like here, so in this weather, Sermon, Wilson, Mason might be fast enough, but I still don't think he's fast enough. In TDP, none of them are fast in the same way that Elijah is fast. And so what we need to start doing is we need a replica now. The obvious answer is we need a replica of Elijah. We don't need any more replicas of what we already have because anytime it changes, you know what I'm saying? The difference is in that millisecond of speed where Elijah can hit that corner, Wilson, Sermon, Mason, all these cats ain't hitting that corner. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference in that. And so
hold on, Chris. If you want a person that can hit the corner, you already got somebody, Debo.
But the problem is, as soon as you put Debo in there, because you never run any other plays, they know Debo's getting the ball. And
put him in there with Mason.
No, I'm sorry. This is the NFL, and we're supposed to be a Super Bowl contender, and I'm tired of this offense going through Debo because it's a hindrance.
Ouch.
It's not a hindrance. It's not a hindrance because of Debo. It's a hindrance because for whatever reason we watched it with the Rams, and now we just watched it with the Bears. For whatever reason, Shanahan thinks that there's not enough tape now that Debo can get away with what he got away with last year before he couldn't get away with it in the playoffs. It's not the same anymore.
Yeah, it's tape now. I agree. It's a crutch that we keep using too much too. We're using it as a crutch just to try to manufacture yards, and we got to be a little bit more creative than that, and like throw the.
Who we missed today? We missed Danny Gray. That's who we missed because that's the only other person out there with any type of speed.
True.
Yo, Ray did good.
Yeah, but he could have used Ray in the backfield. That's the thing. It's like you got these pieces, bro. Use these pieces in a better way. Like it's just too because it went through Debo. Everything just started to go through it becomes the Debo show over and over, and it's like
strategy and trust again.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask y'all this regarding Elijah Mitchell. Real talk. Let's be honest, guys. Elijah Mitchell should be concerned regarding his injuries.
Yeah.
Like, real talk. Like, I like him. I like him a lot, and I'm like, yo, man. And you got. Let's keep it real, guys. He did put more muscle on his body. You feel what I'm saying? And I mean, although it was unfortunate, I gotta see the game again, man, because I walked away. I don't know what the heck.
It doesn't show on the camera. I never walked away when it happened. It never shows. It's something that he just aggravated. He probably when he went to the sideline, he told him it was bothering him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping it was just something, like tendonitis or something like that, to where he's just like managing in it. But going back to your original question, we should be very concerned because he averaged 6.8 yards per carry, which was the highest of everybody on 6 carries. He had 6.8 yards per carry, and
Right.
Debo had 6.5. It's like we're dependent on just them two to manufacture all our rushing yards. You know what I mean? And if Elijah Mitchell's not in the equation, then we don't got a solution there.
Did he walk off the field? I didn't see the injury. Did anybody see the injury?
I didn't see it.
Nobody saw the injury. It doesn't show on the camera. It doesn't pick it up on the camera.
Well, that tells you something.
And I know you can't predict injuries, bro, but
That's true, right, Ben.
Maybe we should really think about investing in the real bell cow, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand getting the 5th round dude who wind up being real productive, and anybody you put in your system could get 6 yards a carry. But if you really want to be a dominant run team, at some point, could you just invest in a franchise running back? And I don't really know if they even have those anymore, air quotes. But you know,
they got some coming out in the draft.
Saquon Barkley's coming up for free agent too. So I don't know if you want to pay a running back, but I'm saying.
Well,
real talk, is that Kyle Shanahan's style?
But
that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's
that's
time
not
to
his style.
To answer
Yeah,
Ben,
he's drafting a running back high every year, so you might as well fix the position besides doing that.
That's what I was going to say. I'm with Jizzle to answer your question, being good. He's just missing.
So you saying I got he's just not picking the right one?
Yeah, he's just missing because he's trying. Like, you know, because I mean, to invest in second round is like investing a first rounder for running back. You know how it goes. It's different now. He paid Coleman that big money, and then Coleman got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's tried to. I mean, I think Shanahan. I think he's just missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'd rather him miss. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather him miss year after year in the draft with draft capital than pay somebody $50-60 million at the running back and miss. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to do that shit.
I got you. Hey, fellas, I got some dinner. Ready? I thought it was going to be about an hour, so
yeah.
I appreciate it. It was a great show.
I'm just rolling with the flow, guys. You know, I feel you, Uncle Keith.
All right. Y'all be good.
All right.
Good insight, Uncle Keith.
All right, bye-bye.
I'm on the TV with the little Wi-Fi.
TJ talking the whole head. I'm walking.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm yeah. What y'all say?
We just listen to the boss in the background.
Future Niners fans got
no, I know. He like the Saints.
Okay.
Yeah, he asking me about it right now, and I'm trying to hear y'all. And he talking about the game because he was watching some of the game, and I was watching our game. But no, he like the Saints because he get to dress up with the Saints.
Atlanta almost had that game though, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to hear from one of my coworkers tomorrow. He was talking about Trey, and I was telling him about Trey about to catch y'all slipping. So I'm gonna have to hear that tomorrow when I go to work.
You gonna hear it?
Getting phone calls all afternoon.
No, I ain't worrying about no phone. I ain't gonna get no phone calls, but I'm gonna have to hear from them for at least this week. So it is what it is. But no, man, look, if they're going to draft a running back with a first round pick, man, they got the boy coming out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. Y'all might want to start looking at that boy.
Blazer.
Yeah, he nice.
Yeah.
You know. But nah, man, you like I said, Shanahan make the final call on the roster. You bringing these running backs to the roster, man. Play these boys. You got to give them a chance to see what they have if Mitchell out. And you got to let Trey throw the ball more than maybe you want to. And hopefully Kittle can come back because we need all our weapons out there.
Yeah.
And offensive line, I'm going to go back and watch the game. They seem like they played all right. McGlinchey, we know McGlinchey ain't going to be there next year. We already know that. He just there for this year. They're going to have to draft a tackle. And just the reality of it.
Yeah.
Maybe Jalen Moore, somebody will develop and they could use them, but we know that they got to get a right tackle. And Trent Williams still a beast, but Quinn was working him out there a little bit. I could see that, you know. So you got to get a Bears they prize. But Eberflus is one of the best defensive coordinators up there anyway, and been for a long time. So they was gonna be sound defensively anyway with that. So you got to give them they due. you know, they made enough plays to win the game. We wasn't so much that they won the game just outright. We made mistakes. So you got to give them they do. We made the mistakes and they cost us. So, like I say, they better get it together for Seattle. Because y'all about to travel out there, bro. Y'all don't want to go out there and they lose. Y'all going to really be bad. So they so I'm just saying, bro. Y'all ain't trying to get on no damn plane and go out there and them boys lose. So
however long it takes y'all to get there, the flight back's gonna be twice as long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all better, these boys better get it together quick, bro. Man, look.
Yo, worry, I'm flying from Jersey too. Yo, bro.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm telling you, bro. It's like, come on, man. Y'all gotta tighten it up quick, bro. It's like, man, look, I don't want to be here, God spare, this time next week. God forbid, talking about they lost to the Seahawks and they finally ain't got Russell Wilson. I'm gonna really be pissed off.
I'm gonna lose it.
And we playing against Geno Smith. You figure that?
Yeah, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, come on. They got to get it together, man. Look, Shanahan, you got to, man. Look, y'all got to tighten it up, bro.
Yo,
let Trey go with that offense, man. Look.
Yo, just reading from Nick Bosa comment, he sounded like he's so pissed off from the 12 penalties. He was mentioning that he just can't wait to get back to California. Like I tell you, yo, as a competitor and as an athlete, when you know you gotten beaten by penalties, or say penalties is one of the reasons why you got beaten, it messes with your mind, yo.
Hey, let Unk back in.
They all need to be pissed. You know what I mean? They all need.
Yeah, I would be.
Good looking, Press.
Damn.
My bad. What happened? Yo,
ain't nothing worse than not cutting the damn smoker on.
Oh, what? This whole time you thought you were cooking and you weren't looking? Damn.
No, real talk. I thought you had somebody cooking for you. I thought she was yo, you better eat this food.
She gonna be here at 15. I'm supposed to have food ready.
Yo,
I got all the sides ready. I'm gonna be ordering some chicken or something.
Damn, my bad. I thought you had somebody cooking for you, man.
Well, that happens occasionally, but not all the time.
Well, you know I know.
Hey, Mark, who are you traveling with out here next week?
I'm bringing my mother and my aunt out there.
Troy's coming too, right? Yeah.
Troy's coming too?
Yeah. That'd be nice.
We're gonna be out there in full force, boy.
We're gonna be meeting up somewhere.
No doubt, bro.
I'm
following Jizzle's lead, man.
Yep,
so
we're together.
Yeah, no doubt. As soon as I land, yo, because I'm gonna land in San Francisco, God willing. I'm gonna land in San Francisco, and then we're gonna catch the Uber to Santa Clara.
Okay, that's
if I'm correct. I'm at the Hilton. I'm at the Hilton. That's what, 10 minutes from the stadium.
Less than that, yeah, probably even less. Yeah, the walk 10 minutes. Yeah, right. Driving is nothing, like 2 minutes.
Got you. See, good looking, bro. So, yo, man. Hey, man.
Yeah, we'll take care of you guys.
Yeah. So, Jizzle, treat me like I'm your distant cousin, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt on that.
Take me everywhere,
yes, sir.
Man.
Hey, you know, I was never introduced to Paul. Who is Paul?
Hey,
he's my boy. He has 49er season tickets as well. He's a Bears fan first and foremost.
Yeah, I'm a diehard Niner fan too. I just got my Bears on.
Yo,
that's right.
I was sitting here feeling stupid all night long.
Explain it, bro. Go ahead and explain it to him, bro.
Hey, yo, Uncle Keith, real quick before you say something, Paul. Hey, Uncle Keith, when I met Paul, right? I think last year or earlier this January. We was talking about 49ers. I'm like, yo, why is he talking about 49ers? He wearing a Bears. I think he had a Bear hoodie on.
Beanie on, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, you a Bears fan. You're like, I like the 49ers. I'm like, nah, bro, you a Bears fan, bro.
I had to check my cup again, man.
In my mind, guys, I'm like, yo, I respect your hustle as a season ticket holder. But I'm like, yo, bro, you a Bears fan.
But you've heard all my talk now. You know how much Niner gear I know.
Yeah.
But I wasn't trying to be rude, but I'm serious. I'm sitting here wondering all night, so I figured I better say something.
Oh, no, I've always been Niner gear on. They was just to wear the Bears since it was the Bears-Niners game. I figured wear my Bears stuff.
No doubt, yo. Because I told Jizzle, like, yo, if you're available, if you're available, come through, man.
No, I'm at his house right now. I'm just in the other room.
I know. I heard you earlier. Yeah, I heard you earlier, bro. I was like,
now basically, he's a Bears fan the whole time, but then now since he got season tickets, he's been coming towards the other side a little bit. You can't help but to start liking the team if you got to go to all the games.
Yeah.
And then I was just telling him, like, man, don't wear the Bear stuff when it's Niner Bear stuff, because I almost had to like beat up two people that was like they was on him like something tough. He'll tell you about that game. Bro, they was on him like, man.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't even saying nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm the Niners season ticket holder. Hush up.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I come out there next Saturday, yo, man, don't.
Oh, we'll all be decked out Niner gear. We'll all be in Niner gear.
Yeah, be careful, bro. Be careful.
Nah, he ain't gonna wear nothing.
I know.
So what's the plan with that? We're all just gonna meet at
we should tailgate.
What are we doing?
We should tailgate. Yeah, we can meet however you want to do. Yeah.
Because I get in Saturday night at like 5.
Yo, like I said, listen, bro.
I can pick up.
Yeah, Paul, my bad, bro.
Oh, no, I was just saying, I usually drive an Escalade with Kamani, and we usually do a tailgate and stuff, so I can pick up too, depending, whatever. Yeah, I'm down to do whatever we got to do.
Yeah, we can come soup y'all, really.
I'm staying at that place, like I can see the stadium from the window.
Is that the courtyard?
What place is it, bro? Is it the Hilton? You got to know where you're staying at, bro.
Yeah, it's at the Hilton, but you can see the stadium from my window.
That's what I thought. Me and you both at the same Hilton.
Yeah.
Because my I don't know if it's a suite, but my room faces the stadium.
Yep, me too.
Right. Okay. All right. Cool.
So I'm just gonna take an Uber. Me and my lady gonna take an Uber and just go and just see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm hyped though, man. My first 49er game ever. Let's go. Let's win.
Oh, I love it.
You're
gonna like Levi Stadium. It's a nice stadium, guys.
Never been there.
It's hot, but it's nice.
It's hot, yeah. Wear your hat. Make sure you bring that fisherman hat, man.
Yeah, man. Yes.
I know that's right.
Vikings beating Green Bay.
I love it.
20-7 and driving.
What quarter, Uncle Keith?
Fourth.
See?
Look, Uncle Keith, I like that.
That's why I was telling you earlier, Paul. Yo, being that y'all beat us, y'all going to Green Bay. I don't know if y'all playing in Green Bay, but if y'all playing in Green Bay, okay, so y'all can take that momentum, yo, and y'all need that, yo, because the pack has been owning y'all.
25-5 is Aaron Rodgers' record against us.
Yeah,
damn.
You've been sacked 4 times today.
Yo, you just reminded me because I was gonna do a trivia question, but I had to rush here from the bar to get everything set up. And yo, with the Bears win against us, if I'm correct, y'all lead us by 1 game now because we was tied 32-32 and one tie.
Oh,
in our history?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm always looking that stuff up. But when it comes to the playoffs, we were 35 to y'all 32. But as far as the season, now being that y'all won today. Y'all guys about 1 game. Y'all lead 33 to our 32 and one tie.
Interesting.
I hate that tie stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't want to talk into existence real quick. Yo, man, I don't want no tie when I come out there next Saturday.
No,
that's first, bro.
There was a tie. There's a tie in today's games. Do you know that?
Oh, which one?
Freaking Colts and freaking whoever. They're 0-0-1 now.
No, they need to change that.
It's crazy.
Hey, John Madden used to say on the old man, he used to say a tie is like kissing your sister.
Nasty.
That is nasty.
Ties are nasty.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Nah, I ain't dealing with that.
That's West Virginia nasty.
So,
I don't even have any siblings. That's still nasty to me. So.
Hey, man. Wow. Man. But on a quick note, regarding the passing game, I think Juwan Jennings did really good. He did a couple of plays that got us the first down. He averaged 15 yards per catch, 4 receptions for 62 yards. he did his thing, and then he just went invisible. No point intended. It's just like, yo, our passing game, guys, it just went down the drain. I'm like, yo, what happened?
Running game.
Yeah.
I was telling Kamani when the game first started, and just knowing my secondary and stuff, I said, man, Ayuk's going to be a problem for I think us today. And then right out the gate, the first play, boom, and then in that first drive, another one, boom, and then never saw him again the rest of the game. And I was sitting there just being quiet. Just thank God they weren't dialing him up, because I thought he should have been more involved in today's game plan.
Should have, man.
That's why I wore my jersey, because I even took I took the tag off the day. I was like, yo, I'm wearing my Ayuk jersey.
I thought he was going to blow up. I thought he was going to have a monster day.
Yo, real talk, I'm going to stand up. I was trying to dress like them, because you know how they wear the gold pants and stuff like that? Yeah, I was trying to dress like
Hold on. Do that again.
Come on, man. Chill, man.
He had the shoes on too, right?
Word up, man. Yo,
Yeah, I thought I saw the shoes on Twitter.
I knew it.
Yeah, I thought I saw you with the shoes.
Hey, you sharp, man. You sharp.
Yeah, man. And you know how it is when it's raining. Like, yo, you wearing white when it's raining. Yo, man, I'm trying to, wear what my Niners is wearing. But anyway, but yeah, man. I mean, Ross Dwelly only had one reception for 11 yards.
He wasn't going to beat Roquan Smith.
Huh?
Ross Dwelling was never going to get open with Roquan Smith covering. It was not happening.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kittle might have had some more success, but Dwelling, no way.
Yeah.
I did like how much PT Croft got.
Huh?
I like how much playtime Tyler Croft
He wasn't even in there. It was Warner and Dwelly. I couldn't believe that he played Croft. I almost think he had not that many snaps, maybe a handful.
Well, he had 2 targets thrown at him, but he received 1 target for 9 yards. So, hey, and I really like that play calling for Ray McLeod when he went across the middle to the side. Yo, that pass was right on point, and that's when the weather really wasn't that bad as far as raining.
Mm-hmm.
So. But yeah, man. I mean, because I'm gonna be up late tonight. I gotta watch the videos. I gotta watch the pressure, even though I'm reading some of them. But I gotta watch the game again, man.
I gotta take off in 2 minutes. So
yeah, I'm about to
okay.
I'm about to end the show in a few minutes, guys. I believe that our observations of today's game was on point. Hey, man, it is what it is. And like Uncle Keith has said, not that we wanted this game to end like that. We needed this game to end like that for the next 16 games.
Yeah.
Wake up call.
Huh?
Just wake up call, just to get the group and everybody, just smack them in the face a little bit. Wake up, let's play ball. Yeah, because it get to the point what if this happened again regarding the climate? Because last year, remember, Jizzle, we played in the rain against, I think it was the Colts.
Colts, and we lost. Yeah, Monday night. Yep.
Like, yo, I don't know. Sometimes with the weather, we don't play that good. Even though we be in there, we be in the game, but sometimes it could be one play. And honestly, that sometimes be our identity. Like it'd be the wrong play at the wrong time.
Right.
Just like Cam Emmett had said when we had him a couple of weeks ago. No, I'm sorry, pardon me. It wasn't Cam Emmett. It was Jack Hammer. Jack Hammer was saying those 2 Super Bowl losses, 2012 and 2019, it was those last minute plays that we're fumble on. You feel what I'm saying?
Pete Warrior also said the ability to finish is the most important thing we lack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spot on, bro. Spot on. And you finish by being creative and staying within your game and playing hard. Smash mouth.
Yeah.
Don't take the gas off of nobody.
Right.
Well said, Uncle Keith.
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Le'Veon Bell knocked Adrian Peterson out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that last night.
that was funny watching 2 old men trying to fight.
So Paul, man, thank you for your time and your support, bro. You're a brother to the. I know you're a brother to the show, man. I think we met in December or January. I can't remember what month it was, man. But I always told you, man, you're always welcome to.
Much love, appreciate it.
Man.
Hey, Paul, you talk good football too, bro. You talk
Yes,
good
sir.
football.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big,
for real.
yeah. Paul's my guy, man.
Mhm.
Been good. Love you, bro. I hope everything work out. With the situation. I don't want to put it out there live, but
Yeah.
we praying for you. Been good. You look
Yes.
like you're muted over there. I don't know if you can hear me, but hope all is well. If you are, I love you, big bro. Faithful
Yes, sir.
Huddle. What's your final thoughts, guys? And we're gonna roll out of here.
I feel like, oh my bad.
Yeah, you did. You started.
Okay, yeah. I feel like, man, there's a lot that we can look at and say, as bad of a loss this is, it's not that bad of a loss because a lot of the things that went wrong are preventable going forward. And I just feel like go back again. We started last year 1-4, man. We got through that and went to the NFC Championship. We could get through this. That's my
Yeah,
feeling.
I agree.
Yeah, it's one week, and there's a lot of different factors, like Jizzle said earlier. There's a lot of different variables, you know what I'm saying? They just got to come ready to play week in and week out, and so we'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree.
49.
I'm saying that there's a lot of things we can learn from this loss. Hopefully, Kyle can learn a few things as well. And let's go whip that Seahawk ass.
Oh, that's right. And it's very important to whip that butt because we're gonna be out there. Yo, I'd rather lose my voice out there than tonight because I was like, yo, don't lose your voice. Yo. You gotta show it. Like, don't lose. No, because I was telling y'all earlier when I watch a game, my frequency is up there, man. But hey, man, it is what it is.
My final thoughts is that the 49er coaching staff ought to watch the faithful. They ought to watch our show. Seriously.
Yeah, I love that.
If you already lost and I'm at home, let me show you how to get here. Come on, I'm trying to tell you. And guess what? I'm gonna have to start shouting that from the treetops.
That's right.
They're gonna make me get on the plane as much as I hate to fly and come out there and have some words with them fellas.
Yes.
Because what they need to understand is we can't keep doing the same thing with the same plan and expect different results. It's called insanity. That's my final thought.
All right.
That's right.
Cool. Well, my final thought, well, it is what it is. Like I said earlier, I believe that this is going to be a reality check regarding our performance on the field. That's what it boils down to. The performance leads to triumph or disgrace. I really didn't want to use that word, but that's the word that popped in my mind. But it is what it is. Let's put this loss behind us, even though it was only a couple of hours ago. I think we're gonna bounce back next weekend, and I'm not saying that because I'm going to be out there, God willing. I'm saying that because I trust our coaches and our team, and I think we're going to overcome this minor setback that we endured today. And I'm just happy that Trey Lance had experienced this underneath his his belt. He needed it. You feel what I'm saying? He only threw one interception. And he clearly said that he seen him. So we can't say that, he didn't see him, because I would have thought that too, but he clearly said he tried to fool him off, but evidently he didn't. But I think we're gonna be all right, guys. We're gonna be all right. So with that said, guys, God bless everyone. Love you, everyone. Love everyone. And go Niners. Most likely we'll see each other Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right,
Yes, sir.
All right.
We got it.